Step into the 1960s, a decade of bold trends and unforgettable moments. Join us as we revisit iconic fashions, classic TV shows, revolutionary music, and history-making events that still spark memories today. Get ready for a journey back to a time that shaped our culture and our lives. Savile Row Slim Suits. Savile Row Slim Suits were impeccably tailored garments with a sleek, modern cut that defined a polished look. During the 1960s, they were favored for both formal occasions and everyday style. Their design reshaped men's fashion, truly leaving a lasting mark on style and elegance. The Andy Griffith Show. The Andy Griffith Show was a beloved TV series during the 1960s. It featured simple, family-friendly humor set in a small town that felt warm and familiar. Its lighthearted stories and memorable characters continue to charm audiences. It remains a timeless classic. Fans love it. Mod fashion and go-go boots. Mod fashion was a fresh and upbeat style that changed how people dressed. Go-go boots, with their high heels and bright designs, became a bold part of this trend. They added a playful touch to every outfit. This style continues to influence fashion today, indeed. The Summer of Love. The Summer of Love in 1967 was filled with music, art, and social change. It brought young people together to celebrate freedom, peace, and a new way of thinking. Massive gatherings and iconic songs defined the era and created lasting memories for many. Time echoed. Iconic hairstyles, mop tops and Twiggy. Mop tops and Twiggy's iconic hairdo style became symbols of the 1960s. These simple yet bold hairstyles defined the look for both men and women. They captured a sense of freedom and style that set trends for decades. Their impact on fashion remains strong, forever remembered today. Iconic cars. Cars like the Ford Mustang and VW Beetle defined the roads of the 1960s. They became symbols of youth, freedom, and innovation. Their stylish designs and performance captured the imagination of a generation, making them timeless icons of a dynamic era, admired by all enthusiasts. Cold War spy films. Cold War spy films kept audiences on their toes. These movies featured secret missions and heroic characters who risked everything in dangerous plots. With coded messages, daring escapes, and unexpected twists, films like James Bond's Adventures captured a world full of tension and hidden dangers. Rolling Stone's magazine covers. Rolling Stone was a magazine that covered music and culture. Its covers showcased popular rock stars and legendary bands like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. Each issue captured the pulse of a changing scene and offered a snapshot of an era in music history. Coca-Cola bottle ads. Coca-Cola ads often featured the classic bottle design. They appeared on billboards, in magazines, and on TV screens, creating a fun and memorable image. These ads spread a cheerful, refreshing brand message that touched hearts and made the design truly an icon of the era. Transistor radios. Transistor radios were small, portable devices that let people listen to music and news on the go. They changed how people accessed entertainment and information by making radio signals available anywhere. Their design was simple, practical, and perfect for the modern era, and captured imaginations. Apollo 11 and moon landing. Apollo 11 landed on the moon in 1969. This event was a major achievement in space exploration that filled people with wonder and pride. Millions of viewers watched the moon landing live on TV, sharing a moment of global unity and excitement across every nation. Futuristic space-age dresses. Space-age dresses featured bold cuts, unusual fabrics, and a modern look that set them apart. They represented hope for the future and broke away from traditional styles. These dresses were popular at social events and parties, adding a touch of innovation and excitement for many. Fun fact, these dresses often featured metallic fabrics and geometric designs, reflecting the excitement of the space race. Family board games. Family board games brought families together on quiet evenings at home. Games such as Monopoly and Aggravation encouraged friendly competition and lots of laughter. They were a simple way to bond and share fun times. Many still recall these games with warmth and fond memories. England's 1966 World Cup victory. England's win in the 1966 World Cup was celebrated across the nation. The victory united the country and filled people with pride. It became a symbol of national achievement and a source of joy for millions. The win remains a key moment in sports history. Hold on, there's more to come. The last item is a playful piece in the 60s flair that reveals your feelings. Bob Dylan's Folk Revolution. Bob Dylan's music and lyrics became anthems for change in the 1960s. His work sparked a folk music revolution that inspired many. His simple yet powerful songs spoke to a generation seeking truth and freedom. Young people found hope in his words, carrying true meaning. Swinging London and Carnaby Street. Swinging London was a lively hub of fashion and music in the 1960s. Carnaby Street, with its trendy shops and colorful displays, became the heart of this movement. Young people flocked there to see the latest styles and adopt new ideas. It left a mark. The Invaders. The Invaders was a TV show about alien threats that captured the imagination of viewers. Its simple science fiction plots and suspenseful moments kept audiences curious and alert. The show sparked interest in space and extraterrestrial stories that many still remember today. It amazed viewers. Early electronic games. Early electronic games were simple yet engaging forms of entertainment. Arcades and home consoles introduced a new type of play that fascinated many. These games, though basic, laid the foundation for modern video games. Their charm and fun continue to be celebrated by fans worldwide. The pop art movement. Pop art exploded with bright colors and bold images. Artists transformed everyday objects, such as soup cans and comic strips, into striking works of art. This movement changed how people saw art during the 1960s, introducing a playful style that influenced many and challenged norms. I Spy TV. I Spy was a television show made for children. It combined fun clues with simple learning elements to keep young viewers engaged. Kids enjoyed watching each episode and solving the easy puzzles, which delighted children everywhere daily. Every new episode made learning fun and exciting. Underdog cartoon series. Underdog was a cartoon about a small superhero dog who saved the day. The series was light and funny and taught simple lessons about courage and kindness. Its charm made it a favorite among young viewers and remains a memorable part of childhood that endures today. Miniskirts and bold prints. Miniskirts became a major fashion hit for young women in the 1960s. Bold prints and bright colors added a playful twist to everyday style. This look symbolized a new sense of freedom and self-expression, marking a shift in how fashion was welcomed and enjoyed. The original Doctor Who. Doctor Who began in the 1960s as a science fiction series about time travel. Its creative plots and memorable characters captured viewers' attention across generations. The show gained a strong following and continues to have devoted fans around the world who celebrate its long-lasting appeal. Anti-Vietnam War protests. Many citizens gathered to protest the Vietnam War during the 1960s. Demonstrations took place on college campuses, city streets, and public squares across the nation. These protests reflected a strong call for peace and change, and they played an important role in shaping public opinion. The Graduate. The Graduate was a popular film that captured the uncertainty and restlessness of young people during a time of change. Its modern story and fresh style resonated with audiences who felt lost and hopeful. This film became a cultural icon that still inspires discussions today. Aggravation. Aggravation was a board game enjoyed by families and friends during the 1960s. Its simple rules and playful design made it a common pastime at home. The game brings back fond memories of friendly competition and laughter shared around the kitchen table for every generation. Space-age design. Space-age design influenced home decor and architecture with its smooth lines and futuristic shapes. The style brought a modern look to everyday objects and furniture. It reflected the optimism of the 1960s, capturing hopes for a bright future in every innovative curve and form. The Monkees. The Monkees were a band created for a television show in the 1960s. Their catchy songs and playful images quickly made them popular with teens. They remain a memorable part of the era's pop culture, celebrated for their fun music and lighthearted performances, forever cherished. Beach party movies. Beach party movies were light films set by the sea, featuring fun music and dancing. They became a popular choice during warm summer nights for young viewers. These films provided easy entertainment and created a joyful atmosphere that captured the carefree spirit of the times. Here's a fun fact. Beach party films popularized surf culture with catchy tunes that turned summer nights into lively celebrations. Kerplunk. Kerplunk was a game that used marbles and sticks to create a fun challenge. Children enjoyed its simple rules and the thrill of trying to remove marbles without disturbing the sticks. Its playful nature made it a classic toy of the era and widely adored. Psychedelic rock and the Doors. Psychedelic rock grew in popularity with bands such as the Doors during the 1960s. The music was experimental, featuring bold sounds, unusual lyrics, and unique instruments. It captured the spirit of change and energy that defined the era, inspiring many to accept new ideas truly. The Flintstones. The Flintstones was an animated TV show set in the modern Stone Age. Its humorous take on family life and everyday work made it enjoyable for viewers of all ages. The show remains a fond childhood memory, celebrated for its fun characters and clever storytelling. Transition to color TV. In the 1960s, TV moved from black and white to rich colors. This change made images come alive and enhance the viewing experience. Families eagerly gathered around their TV sets as programs burst with vivid hues and bright details that transformed everyday entertainment into lively events. MLK Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his famous I Have a Dream speech in 1963. His words called for equality and justice for everyone, stirring hope and desire for change. The powerful message continues to inspire millions and shape our view of civil rights today. G.I. Joe action figures. G.I. Joe action figures were popular toys for boys in the 1960s. They came with detailed uniforms and accessories that sparked imaginative adventures and play. Many kids eagerly used them to recreate heroic battles and exciting stories, making every single playtime a truly memorable experience. Amazing fun fact: Hasbro introduced G.I. Joe, creating the term action figure to appeal to boys instead of calling them dolls. Twist and shout dancing. Twist and shout dancing was a fun, energetic way to move during the 1960s. The simple steps and lively rhythm made it a favorite at parties and at social gatherings. Its contagious energy still brings smiles when people recall those joyful moments on the dance floor. Bewitched. Bewitched was a popular TV show about a witch living a normal family life. Its mix of magic and everyday problems made it both funny and relatable. The show is still remembered for its humorous charm and lessons that delighted viewers and continue to charm. Don't go anywhere, the finale is near. Let's move towards the next item of the list. The Beatles and living through Beatlemania. The Beatles became a worldwide sensation during the 1960s. Beatlemania swept across nations as fans eagerly followed their music, style, and every new release. Their innovative sound and charm changed the music scene, and their influence on culture continues to be felt by millions today. Batman TV series. Batman was a TV series featuring the iconic comic book hero. Its fun, campy style and quirky villains captured viewers' interest. The show offered a light, playful take on the superhero genre that entertained audiences with its witty dialogue and over-the-top action sequences. Truly timeless. Barbie's evolving fashion. Barbie dolls showcased changing fashions with each new release. Their outfits evolved to mirror the trends of the 1960s and continued into later decades. Many children enjoyed collecting different versions, each reflecting on the era's style and cultural shifts in a fun, playful way that remains iconic. The British Invasion. The British Invasion marked the arrival of British rock bands in America. Bands like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones led this trend with their catchy tunes and unique style. This period transformed the music scene and left a lasting impact on rock history forever. Drive-in theaters. Drive-in theaters allowed people to watch movies from the comfort of their cars. This outdoor experience became a social event where families and friends gathered for fun nights under the stars. The nostalgic charm of drive-ins still lives on in cherished memories for all time. The Beach Boys and the release of Good Vibrations. The Beach Boys were a band that popularized surf music and coastal culture. Their hit song, Good Vibrations, featured catchy tunes and innovative sounds that captivated listeners. The music brought a sunny, upbeat vibe to the era, filling summer days with pure energy and joy. Flower power and peace symbols. Flower power and peace symbols were widespread in the counterculture movement of the 1960s. These symbols appeared in art, on clothing, and protest signs, representing a fresh wave of social change. They conveyed a simple message of love and unity to all, for everyone. Hula Hoops. Hula hoops were a simple toy that became a major fad among children. Kids enjoyed spinning them in parks and backyards. Their easy use and fun design brought laughter and play to countless afternoons, making them one of the most beloved toys of the era. Early mainframe computers. Early mainframe computers marked the beginning of the digital age. These large machines handled important calculations and complex data processing tasks for governments and businesses. They paved the way for later advances in technology, setting the stage for the modern computing revolution and shaping progress. The Dick Van Dyke Show. The Dick Van Dyke Show was a sitcom known for its witty humor and heartwarming family stories. Its lighthearted plots and clever dialogue made it a favorite in households across America. The show still brings smiles and fond memories whenever it is recalled by many. JFK assassination coverage. The news coverage of President Kennedy's assassination shocked the nation. Television and newspapers provided continuous updates and breaking news during that difficult time. This tragic event remains one of the most significant moments in 1960s history, forever altering the course of American society for all. Automatic rotary telephone. Automatic rotary phones replaced older hand-cranked models during the 1960s. They allowed for quicker dialing and quickly became common in homes and offices. Their sleek design symbolizes the rapid technological progress of the era, marking a shift towards modern communication methods that changed daily life. Before our final item, here's a hint. A playful accessory that changes color with your mood is coming up. Can you make a guess? Get ready for a charming surprise with mood rings. Mood rings. Mood rings were a popular accessory in the 1960s. They changed color based on the wearer's mood and body temperature. Both kids and adults enjoyed them for their fun and mysterious charm. These rings captured the lively spirit of experimentation and creativity that defined the era. Today, we reviewed memorable fashions, TV favorites, and important events from the 1960s. These memories shine with change, hope, and fun. Thank you for joining this walk down memory lane. And don't forget to share your favorite moments in the comments section below.